Alright, so I'm gonna try to do it quick, okay? This is not a tarot reading. This is a direct complaint. It's an scream. I mean, I'm yelling. By now, I'm yelling to Maggi School, to Round Lake District, to the teachers union, to everyone who thought that you guys could sit on my career the way you guys did it. I worked really hard for my career. I worked many years. Everything I earned, everything, the degree, nothing was given to me. I went to school day and night. I didn't know how to speak English. I worked really hard to help kids. And you guys think that you was going to fire me and put all those charges and I was gonna walk away and everything was gonna be fine, and yeah, it was gonna be fine. Until I realized that I was dealing with a bigger animal. And I ended up in the street after you guys, after the Maggi school, fired me saying that I didn't went to work. I did went to work. After they put me through hell, discriminating me against, because they wanted me to be reporting to that Felícita lady from the special education, who, by the way, I had reported multiple times for abusive. And then they put me to report to her. I mean, like, what in the world? I was doing something for the kids. I was working. I was talking to the parents every day. So I did, from morning to night, talking to the parents in Round Lake. I didn't care if they were Latinos or if they were black. My kids were my kids. I was opening programs in Round Lake for the kids. I was working with one of the deans. Why do you guys fire me? Why did Maggi fire Miss Lay? What did I do? I wasn't perfect. It was my first year. But I was doing fucking fantastic for a first year teacher, let me tell you. Better than the big asses that you have in there, Felícita, for example. Passive aggressive with those poor kids. Why did she went to the special department? Because it's the only department where she can confuse everybody. If she was to go to any other department where it's kids who are not labeled, because the kids in there don't have anything dumb like she was trying to make them look. Every time the kids were talking, she was so aggressive to them. Or she was put them in a place. People can go and see the videos where she teaches. All the kids are like waiting. Everybody knows that she lashes against them. She framed me, Felícita. Felícita framed me all the time. From the beginning, I reported to Frank. I said she changes the classes every time. She changes the plans, the school plans. She changed, and then they put me an extra schedule. I mean, teacher schedule is already busy. And then they want me to report to Felícita to see what we were going to do. And now we have to put it in writing and shit. It's like, wait a minute. It's an extra 20 steps in here. For what? To please Felícita? What happened to Felícita? After she framed me and everything, and you guys saw it, she kept changing the classes. Miss Radas told me not to participate in her classes either, and then they all will, like, be video recording. When we were in the classes, when I entered to the classrooms, but they both were like, Felícita would change the classes, and Miss Radat told me this from the beginning, that she didn't want me there. Which I was okay. She doesn't want me to teach. Fine. She's a master on doing it. I was learning with her. I'm fine. I'm not territorial. When I'm learning, I'm thankful. I'm grateful. And that's what I was there. I was helping with what I could, and everybody knows that. If my Spanish was uniting the Latinos with all the güeros that was there, because the majority are white people, and they're no offense. My kids are white, half white. I was married to a gringo. That's the way that we describe it in Mexico, in my land. No, there is no discrimination. That's how we call them. Discrimination is what they did to me. Maggi. The teacher union. Teacher union. Why do they take money out of my check if they're not gonna even defend me? I mean, the bitch that was in my meeting when I got fired, which was, by the way, was a Yes, I mean, they said I didn't go to work, and then they closed the folder, and they let me go. And the union came and said, if you don't get out, we're going to put you under supervision. Let me explain to you what that is. We will end your career because the whole entire state will know that we got you under supervision, meaning that you did something wrong. Now, like, but what did I do? I got sick. I have a doctor note that says do not go around people because I was contagious. We were coming back from the coronavirus. The last thing we wanted was the kids to go back because Miss Lay was sick with an illness. But I still show up to work. Yes, I was in California, but I still show up to work. I had a contagious illness in my skin. At the time, it was contagious. They put me an antibiotic. And I told all of you, I mean, all the ones who fired me, Frank, Michelle, what a tragic ending for you guys. In my book, you guys are the same as Felicia by now. A pair of corrupts who didn't keep one fuck to end my job, and on top of that, deny me unemployment. Where do you think you sent me? Yeah, that is spiral because I already have haters besides the ones that I have with you guys in the school because nobody likes to hear the truth. If I go and report the corrupt, it seems like in the United States and around the world, the way that the people work is kill the honest, disappear them, move them out. It's like everybody freaks out. It's like there's an honest person over here and she's talking. And she's talking because I talk. I don't give a shit. I told Felicia when she was abusing the kids, I said that's passive aggressive. Because she was being passive aggressive. And what happened? She looked at me and after that it was my enemy number one. Everybody. Why? Why? Not everybody, because Round Lake have fantastic teachers. What happened with that lady in Round Lake? She was reported. Round Lake Middle, the lady that told my kids in there that Walmart needed employees because they didn't want to be quiet with her. Respect is earned. My kids in Round Lake are not groseros. They are not. They're really, really nice kids. They come from really good families, hardworking families. Respect is earned. And for that pig, toxic pig, because it's the only name I can find. She's a toxic pig. Toxic, a karmic is how we call it in tarot. If the kids don't stop talking when you enter a classroom, it's because they don't have respect for you. And if they don't have respect for you, it's because you haven't earned it. Don't blame the kids for your downfall. Don't blame the kids. The kids will love you. They will have your back. They will do anything for you when you're nice to them. And that is proven. I came new. In every single classroom I went, all the kids, I love them and they love me. And the ones who don't love me, well, they might, maybe the bitch that says the kids Walmart needed employees, maybe it was a daughter of one of those parents like that, right? Because someone is raising those children who are disrespectful, meaning bullies. Now going to the bullies. To the Chicago Union. I mean, when they told you union, Chicago Union. No era que it wasn't for you or corrupts to get together in power and get a contract for the teachers where nothing can fire them. Tenure after 10 years or before. I mean, you get guaranteed. If you pass the first year, second year, I think you're fine. Third year, you make it. Most likely. You must be very quiet and very nice and you love your profession as a teacher and you will do anything, including stay away from the radar, just focus and do what they told you, and that's all fantastic. That's good. I respect it. But if you're like me And you come to a school and you start seeing shit like that, and you don't stay quiet. Why? Because I just don't know. Many people like to stay quiet. I can't stand injustice. I can't. It's too much for me, corazón. Too much. When I see kids who are suffering, who are feeling mistreated by a teacher, when I see, and I'm not talking all the teachers, as a matter of fact, Brown Lake District I targeted that district. I dream on working for that district because it has some of the best teachers in there. Teachers are happy. Not all. They're all happy, but not all. The majority are good, but not all. Felicia's not good. Oh no. She target me. A lot. Target me. Like a racist bitch that she is. She target me. That's what she did. Framed me every single time. Invited everybody to go and see the classes. Talked to me 2 minutes before the class and told me what we were going to see. And then go in camera and bingo, she would change the whole thing and then look at me, making me look or trying to make me look like an idiot. I was never an idiot. As a matter of fact, the only idiot was her because she was the one who was like acting like a 3-year-old. I mean, no, a 3-year-old is really smart. I shouldn't say that. I mean, for a 40-year-old lady like her, you would think that her brain was bigger than a 3-year-old mentality person. Na 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 na. I changed the class. Throwing the rock and hiding the hand like if I didn't know that shit was coming from her and everybody else that was supporting her. All of them cool. Never taught me because I did have really good teachers. Again, I went to work in every school in Round Lake before I went to Maggi. I love Maggi. Maggi or Miro. I wanted to go both. I love the kids a lot. So why was I target? I want to know. Why was I target? Because I speak all the dysfunction there was among some teachers and the way that they were treating the kids, and I did it in a very polite way, and I followed the letter. I reported. Why was I fired when I was already opening programs for the kids? I'm a hands-on, babe. I go to work and I go to work. Fucking background. I'm gonna end with this. Let me remind the teachers union and Maggi's middle school. By the time you guys meet me, I was already at. I had a long career. You guys changed my career. I was supposed to go to get my master's in education. I was awarded the day after you guys fired me. Thankfully, because that opened my eyes and get me to the conclusion that I wasn't gonna make it in any job where there is still corruption. Why? Because the corrupts don't want people like me. So you guys free my hands. Before I was working with you, with the corrupts. Now I don't work for anybody. I'm still making money, by the way. I will always do good. Besides that, I'm writing a few books. And yes, the corrupts, you corrupts, are gonna go in my book as your name. What are you gonna do? It is true that you fire me and justify. Prove it wrong. Prove me wrong. Show the paper. Let Maggi show the letter for why they fire me. Let Maggi say why they fire me. And then let Maggi show all the work that I was doing with the parents because they have everything on record. All the calls I make to the parents, they have everything. Those are recordings. They cannot deny. I was working until 9, 10 o'clock with meetings from the parents. With whoever parent that wanted to talk to me, I'll talk to them. I just wanted to get them on board with the kids. I was doing a fantastic job, people. Fantastic. I wasn't doing a shitty job. I am the teacher that walk in the classroom as a substitute. And the first week, earn the heart of my kids. Because I work for them. I work with them. I'm a public servant. Understand the difference, bitch. Understand the difference. We are public servants. When you sign up for a job as a teacher, you are serving the public. For the Chicago Union, you are serving the public still. Chicago Teachers Union. What the fuck is that? What rights are you guys defending, Crocs? The right to not be fired even if you abuse a child? What in the world? Why are parents not talking? It's enough. They don't pay, the majority of them don't pay into their into their pension, yet they all have big pensions. Huh? You don't pay for it. So you don't want to pay more for your Social Security, for your what is it called? Insurance. Insurance is a minimum. What the teachers pay. Awesome. I mean, honestly, teachers need it. The pay is ridiculously low. But that's your choice. You don't have to go and suck the money out of the education system, because that's where the money is coming from. All the money that is supposed to go to programs for kids to enhance their education, instead of going to physics, chemistry, biology, sciences, hard science. What are we doing? We're giving them stupid courses that, what are they going to do with? Why are we doing that? Because the kids of the toxics cannot understand? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am exhausted with defending what you cannot defend. You gotta give everybody the opportunity to study. Everyone. Not just those who have money. Everyone. Let me give you roundly one little preview. The day that you met me, I have a career, as I said. I have a long career, my love. Adriana didn't start in Maggi. Adriana started in 1998 when I first landed into Chicago. And the first thing I did, I volunteered after I found a job. As soon as I settled, I started working for CASA of Lake County as a volunteer for 16 years. 16 years. I have a job as a volunteer, helping kids who were being abused. Among my qualifications includes independent researcher right now, which you guys knew about my Morgellons research. I told you all. Everybody knows. How dare you? Middle school teacher, Maggi, Round Lake, full-time. Spanish tutor. Kinder, K-12 ESO teacher at Woodland School. All of them, same thing than the district in Round Lake. Intake coordinator in Pets of Lake County, which, by the way, I'm going to Pets after, because I need to put Pets in the plate too for abusives. Lead staffing coordinator, student research assistant for Lake Forest, Spanish tutor for College of Lake County. Retail consultant in Macy's, so many years. What happened with this? All these people, I did it. I earned those jobs. I went to college. Education, Lake Forest College, bachelor's degree in SOAN and in Spanish. Graduated cum laude. Do you know what the fuck is that? Do you know what it is and what it takes to get cum laude in a school? And in a school like Lake Forest College, when you are a Latina and you are learning English and you graduate with a double major and a published research, that's what it means. Cum laude. It's an honor to have it. An honor, and I earn it. I also earn my name in the wall of Lake Forest. Because I work. How do you think I make it? I work hard every day. When I do something, I'm doing that. Don't put more job on me or don't expect bullshit because I'm not going to do it like I told Frank. Don't expect me to go and read all this shit that you give me because it wasn't worth it for me. If that's what they fire me for, too, I mean, how wrong can they be if they want us all to read what they want me to do? And like I told them one day, I mean, all the stuff that is there is for your decision, not my decision. I'm going to see what I can do with what I can decide, meaning how am I going to get the parents on board? How am I going to get the kids on board? How am I going to get them to be interested in the school? That was my focus. I mean, if you have all the teachers, your attention reading the stuff that is there and nobody care, I mean, that's your problem. I care for my kids. I went to work, not to waste my time. And I was really clear with that. I don't go to waste my time to anywhere. I don't waste my time. Right now, I'm not wasting my time. Because I'm going to continue talking and talking and talking until I get to every single parent in Round Lake. And till they understand why you guys fire Miss Lay. And you guys fire Miss Lay because of racist reason. For privilege? Privilege? Is that the word? Because you did it because I was defending my kids against the weather. I'm going to continue going. And I'm going to continue talking. And more is going to continue coming. Because you're not going to accumulate and put dirt in my career, not because you saw me in the street. You guys saw me in the street. It was your fault. Last time I saw my kid was in January of last year. Last time I was living with my kid. How shameful. A single mom with no family. And I wasn't expecting for you to feel sorry for me. But I wasn't expecting for you to fire me. First of all, with lies. Complete lie that I didn't want to work. And second one, with no unemployment. Denied. What do you think a single mom who doesn't have any family in the States and who's trying so hard, who just left? Very brave. Very brave. I left a marriage of 17 years. What do you think is going to happen? You throw me to the wolves. You, Maggie, you throw me to the wolves. After that, I had no one behind me. I had no institution, no job, no nothing. What do you think happened? All the people jump on me. They destroyed my Cadillac. They stole my credit cards. They started discriminating against me. They almost raped me multiple times in the street. Thanks, Maggie. And then they point me out like if I was a prostitute. And it still said that I have STDs. That's for the police in Lake County because I did call them and they told me that people in there could say whatever they wanted against me. That there was no report. So I hear from Lake County. Every time I tried to report that I was being gang stalked, they told me that there was nothing happening. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. And I hope that if you have kids, when you see them, that you think every time when you see them, you remember that I haven't had mine in almost 2 years. Not my kids and not my dogs. Shame on you all. For Felicia, God doesn't give wings to the Scorpios. Dios no le da alas a los alacranes. That's why you don't have kids. Because you're miserable and you don't deserve them. You're gonna die alone. And for those of you who have kids, who participated in any way, shape, or form, what goes around comes around. The same system that you're protecting right now, the corrupt, is the same system that is going to destroy your kids. Because they're going to grow up, and one day you're not going to be around. You don't know what personality they have. What if they're like me? What if they don't know how to shut up against injustice? It's about getting together and help each other when we find someone that is grabbing the torch and say, I got it, I got it. I'm not going to let them intimidate me. I don't care if I'm little. Not about jumping on top of us. Why? Shame on you. Shame on you every single time you give your kid a kiss. All of you. Shame on you. To the HR who denied my unemployment. To every single person who participated in me being out with lies of the Maggi school, which ended me with losing everything, including my child and my dogs. Shame on you. And I hope every time you see your child that you remember that mine doesn't have a mom for 2 years. Shame on you all. Shame on you. And I'm going to continue coming back. Because when you put, remember this one, when you put a person to the wall and she can't move anymore, if she's like me, she's going to come and push you back and remove you out of my way. Because I am going to clean my name, Maggi. Everything started with you. I'm cleaning it. You're part of it. And if I can help one teacher or one other person to understand that the injustice that they receive, because I know I'm not the only one. I'm probably the only one who's talking like this. And I'm going to continue talking. I mean, if I get to one person that understands that there is only one truth, and only one truth, and it's the truth that a lie is a lie. Character assassination is a way to kill people without receiving consequences. And Maggi, you are part of my character assassination. You all Round Lake assassinated my character, the one that I built for 20 years. Right? It doesn't matter. I got another one. Now I'm Gypsy in this channel. I'm learning spirituality. Wow. Now I'm teaching the parents, the toxic parents. And the ones who are dealing with toxic parents, like the bitch who told my kids that the Walmart needed employees. Be careful which, because that's where you're gonna land or your kids. Don't wish for others what you don't want for you. Watch your words. Nobody put a kid down. They'll probably not remember you because you're insignificant, an insignificant parasite of society, of the disgusting society where you guys live, the parasites that you are, all the corrupts. To Felicia, you are miserable. You grew up miserable. And you will die miserable. Whatever you told me that your parents did, or whatever your parents did to you, you don't have to take it against my kids or the kids in life, bitch. Look at yourself in the mirror, Felicia. Frank, Stephanie, look at yourself in the mirror. What do you see? Do you see? Because I know Frank and Michelle have a little bit more of conscience. I want to believe. For Felicia, what are you guys going to do? You guys going to sue me? I have nothing. I lost it all. And I mean, people took advantage of what you guys did. Oh, certainly. Certainly. Many people took advantage that I lost my job. What do you guys see? What do you see, Felicia? Do you see the misery that you live? Do you live in a house that you pay where you're alone? Nobody likes you. Nobody wants you. That's why you're alone. The only ones who hang out with you are poisonous, like you. Think. Energies attract. No sane person. I tried to talk to you. I went to your house, I brought you food, and I was like, let's just show her that I'm not a threat. But that was my lesson, to learn that a parasite is a parasite. Felicia, in my book, you're the fattest parasite I ever seen in my life. And ugly. You are ugly. You are ugly. Your personality makes you ugly. The way that you treat my kids makes you ugly. You are ugly. Look how your kids look. Look how the kids look at you. If what you're receiving when a kid is watching you is not respect or wanting to see you, or they're afraid of you, you should question your sanity and your profession. Maybe as a teacher, that career is not for you, my love. Nothing that involves being nice and kind to others. Passive aggressive should never be used against any child. It's destructive. It destructs their self-esteem. You are part of the problem. Part of the problem. A big one, because you have a chair and an institution that is protecting you. With a union that have bond each other, making it like a cult, like nobody penetrates this. Anyone like Adriana that comes here and try to put order, or I mean, maybe the problem was that I was trying to educate the kids, and like the bitch said, Walmart needs employees, right? Maybe that's the problem, that I was educating the kids. Well, licenses and certifications, Gypsy. Transitional Bilingual Education Endorsement, TVE. Court Appointment and Special Advocate, 2013, 2015, Transitional Bilingual. Peer Educator Training, College of Lake County, 2011. Illinois State Public Notary, yes, I got that one too. CPR, Certificated Hasta la Madre, yeah. What other qualifications I have? Graduations, education. Lake Forest College, bachelor's degree, and so on, and Spanish, graduated cum laude, Spanish honors, senior thesis, distinctions, high honors in my senior thesis, presented in the National Convention of Anthropologists, by the way, and highly recognized for my beautiful job in the loss of language in the Latino population by the second and third generation in the United States. College of Lake County, associate's degree, graduated with honors, associates in arts. How long did I did Lake Forest College and a double bachelor's? I went to Lake Community College, College of Lake County, and I did it in the 2 years or whatever I could, or a year and a half. I did all the summers. Oh, a year and a half. And then I did 2 years, double major in Lake Forest. How do you think that happened, genius? You have to dedicate yourself. Yeah. This is my water. You have to dedicate yourself. You have to be focused. That's what I wasn't there. You guys were wasting my time, driving me crazy with all those meetings. Yeah, and like, okay. I keep you happy until I keep you happy. I was doing my job. Tell me what I didn't do. I want you to tell me what I didn't do. Was I teaching? If I didn't participate with Raddatz, was because Raddatz told me not to participate. From the beginning, she told me, I don't even want you here. Shocking. Not new. But like I said at the beginning, I didn't came to compete with anybody. I'm grateful. Anytime I have the opportunity to learn from good teachers like Raddatz. But I wasn't participating not because I was stupid. Or because I didn't want to or lazy. I wasn't participating because she told me not to. Once in a while she will ask me if I have something to say. But when they already told you not to say anything, don't expect later that someone comes to class prepared if you ignore them all the time. Or in the middle of the class when you don't know, they're going to tell you, I mean, if nobody asks you, your brain, I mean, I'm learning, I'm not teaching. At that point, I was like, learning more. I was like, well, let's learn. Felicia, change everything. She's in a snake. Change every single thing. I reported everything. What did they do? They fired me slave. Why? I don't know. Microtrain. By the way, that's why it was really easy for me to find the holes in the school and the dysfunction on the reward system that you guys have with the kids, or that they have with the kids. Not only identify it, I give them a solution. I learned the law. I found the methods. If there was no money, I found the money. I found it to get a reward system. I was working with one of the deans on that. I spent hours reading the laws and how can I do it and calling friends and calling the stores and everything. It was going to be a win-win for the town and for the school. It was money, income, free money that I was going to bring. What was I not doing? My co-teacher, the only one who left, fantastic teacher. I'm not going to mention her name because I want her privacy to be respected on my channel. But she's beautiful, another angel, an angel. She's an angel. I mean, if I can put her wings, she'll fly. Beautiful. We did fantastic in the classes. I mean, she understood that I was learning. She understood also that life wasn't easy. I was going through shit a lot. Imagine a Latina in Chicago, leaving the only man that she loved, the white guy, a marriage of 20 years, for the first time going to the world alone in a country where she had never lived alone, trying to make her still doing the right thing. She was really nice to me. She's a nice person. And like her, there's a many in there, many around Lake. My best friends are from the schools where I went. All of you guys. But if you're watching me, I love you. I love you. I want to make sure that everybody knows, Maggi, I targeted because you guys have the most fantastic system I ever seen. The more fantastic teachers too. I went to work before I went to Maggi. I worked with all of you. I had the choice to go and apply for the position in there, and I choose to because you guys are fantastic. Love the kids. There is an immense love for the kids in that district, except for the problems. Because now they are my problem. They are my problem. Because I'm not going to stop talking until I clean my reputation. You guys set me away in a spiral down to the street. I'm back. I'm not in the street anymore. And no, I didn't end up in the street because I was a drug addict or an alcoholic or because of my spirituality. I ended up in the street because the system turned their back on me. My job accused me, Round Lake, Maggi, accused me of something that I didn't do, like not going to work. Lake County Police, I called them many times to report the crimes that were being committed against me. They say it was no crime. I called them to tell them that the Round Lake storage in Rawlings was stealing my shit. They told me there was no report. I mean, they saw my shit for $49, 3 large storages. They had my credit card. Talking about corruption. They had my credit card the whole time. They said it didn't pass on the 30th. I kept telling them, do it on the 15th. Talking about corruption. My card, what happened? I mean, the comment, I called the police many times. I mean, how many people went to complain, went to court to accuse me? Why? For the shit that I have, so they could keep it. Wow. Talking about corruption. Well, I'm not in the U.S. anymore. I'm not in Round Lake, and I'm not scared. Even if I was there, I was confused with everything because everything came from nowhere. It was in a spiral, like I said. But right now, I'm not confused about anything. I can see everything really clear. And if I can get to the parents in Round Lake and let them know to be careful with you guys, I'm going to continue talking every time when I feel I'm going to come back and make more noise and make more noise and make more noise and make more noise. I hope you understand that, all right? Bye-bye, Felicia. Bye-bye, Felicia. Ugly. You're ugly, Felicia. Really ugly. Bully. ¿Qué creías? What do you thought? That you lying about me because you were jealous? Jealous is what you are. A jealous bitch. A jealous bitch. Ugly bitch. Bye.